Good evening, flower pots. It's me, your Auntie Nelly. How are we? It's the last ever night time with Nelly of 2020. And once again, I'm going to say, what a fucking year it's been. Are you even watching me? If you are, give me a like, give me a love, give me a share. Let me know where in the world you're actually watching me from. It's the last ever night time with Nelly. And all I want to say is, Happy New Tier here in the United Kingdom. So we have gone into Tier 4 here in the Rosendale Valley. And that means that your Auntie Nelly has to do her own hair. So it started tonight with me trying to straighten it, and this is as good as it fucking gets, I'm afraid. So yeah, good evening. My apologies that I'm a couple of minutes late, but it kept saying that I had no connection, so I had to find a better connection. So I've had to turn all the Wi-Fi off in the house and connect to the 4G thing. So I hope you can all see me. I'm seeing that certain people are sending me comments, so somebody's watching. So once again, good evening. It's Wednesday. It's night time with Nelly. So let me start this show by giving you some very sad news. If you don't follow me on Instagram, why don't you follow me on Instagram? I'm like Adrian Mole on there. My Instagram handle is Antonella Uncensored, and I have announced that we've had some very, very sad news. As a family, we've stayed close to Mum because within 3 short months, she's lost another brother. And I did announce that, and lots of you sent loads of love and support for Mum on losing another brother. So thank you very much for your love and condolences. Mum was really overwhelmed by them, and they really do mean a lot to her and me. So thank you. So yes, so God bless you, Uncle Amando, wherever you may be. So, once again, if you don't follow my Instagram, why don't you follow my Instagram, Antonella Uncensored? Why do you not? Give me a little follow if you've got it. If you haven't, you've got me here anyway. So here we are, the last night time with Nelly of 2020. And I popped a little message out not long ago saying, would you like a shout out? And these are the people who said, I would love a shout out. So, let's start with a few shout outs. Happy birthday, Rachel Stokes. Neville wants a shout out for his girlfriend Kirsty Thompson. So that's a shout out to Neville and Kirsty. Sam Coeyman is a new follower from the United States. So once again, give me a like, give me a love, give me a share. Let me know where you're watching me from. Bev Baker Grundy wanted a shout out, and Kirsty Martini said it would make my year. So Kirsty Martini, there's your shout out. Pat Burling said, shout me out, I'll be watching. Janet Blake is also watching, who never ever misses. And Kerry Chalmers. Emma and her daughter Harley in Sittingbourne, Kent. Very posh. And Kirsty Corbally tagged a lady called Kerry Ann Moore and put, oh my God, look. And I don't know what you're looking at, so put it in the comments. And then Laura Skinner and Dolly the Chihuahua. Sam Charles, you have not missed your shout out. I can see the gorgeous Manuel Benages is watching. Hello, my gorgeous boy. And Holly Rowlands, who tirelessly works for us as a nurse in the NHS, who needed a bit of cheering up. And I've seen she's just joined. So, and can I just shout out to all of you as well, because it's been a ridiculous year, hasn't it? It's been the wank splat year of the calendar so far. And all I can say is thank you to each and every one of you for joining me week in, week out, for watching my reviews, for supporting me, for sending me messages of encouragement, because I get as much from you as you feel you get as much from me, because without flower pots there's no Auntie Nelly, and it works both ways. So once again, thank you very, very much. Somebody's put, you're looking fab. Yeah, I've had to straighten my own hair, and I'll have to for quite a while, because happy new fucking tier here. We're now in tier 4. So there we go. So those are your shout outs. Okie dokie, nighttime with Nelly. If you're a new follower, what's it about? Over 18s only, talk of a sexual nature and strong language throughout. Okay, strong language throughout. If that's not your bag, off you fuck now. Hashtag bye Felicia. Some things don't change. If you want to just watch my reviews now and again, and can I just say, Back in 2020, I didn't do that many reviews because I wasn't really feeling it. None of us really knew what we were doing with the fear-mongering and where we're coming, where we're going, we didn't know. But I'll tell you what, regardless of what fucking tier we're in, regardless of what fucking Boris decides to do, 2021, the reviews are coming back fast and quick, and that's it. The review queen is going to be back in the house. And if Nelly says it's shit, it's fucking shit. And if I say it's good, you know it's going to be worth the purchase. So, you know, just buckle up. I'm going to be back. Right. What else did I want to say? Any advice I give tonight to any dear Auntie Nellies that come through to the page, whether it be you can write into the page Night Time with Nelly or Sunday service, any advice I give at all is purely for entertainment purposes. So if your fanny smells of Fleetwood Docks, see a doctor. If the end of your knob is glowing a luminous green, see a doctor. I am not a sex therapist, a psychologist, a psychotherapist, and I'm certainly not a general practitioner. But I am your Auntie Nelly, and Nighttime with Nelly is here on a Wednesday, the last one of the year. Shall we get going? I think we fucking should. Don't forget, give me a like, give me a love, give me a share, and pop in the comments where you're watching me from. And even go wild and pop in #replay. Okie dokie. So, the first Nighttime with Nelly. Anonymous, please. And just to let you know that everything you send into the page is anonymous, okay? Anonymous, please. Lol. Hi, Nelly. I just want to start by saying I love you and I think you're amazing. You're such an inspiration to many. Oh, thanks. I don't write them myself, by the way. I hope you're doing okay in the lockdown. I follow you religiously, ha 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 ha, as I think you're great. Just quickly, is this a secret? Is there a secret to being sexy? How can I feel more sexy and be more sexy for my boyfriend? We've been together for nearly 7 years and we've been through so much together and separately. I feel like because of that, our flame is starting to go out. Any advice or tips on how to be sexy? Thank you. 7-year itch. They've been together 7 years. Is it the 7-year itch? Do things need spicing up? How do you be sexy? Can you teach someone to be sexy? What do we do to be sexy? I absolutely think, right, that there's nothing sexier than someone who's confident with her in their own skin. So whether that be putting a bit of makeup on, a bit of lipstick, doing your hair, putting on some underwear that only you know you're wearing. It's not about being sexy for the opposite sex or your partner. It's about being sexy for you, and how you feel is what is sexy to you. Because when you feel sexy and you think sexy, then you are sexy. So there's no special recipe. It's not about special lipstick or candlelight or talking in a certain way. It's not about any of them things. It's how you feel. What makes you... I'm going to spat some out on me. I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is. I think it's a bit DNA. Anyway, and it's hung right pink against that lipstick. Look at that. Yeah. So... sexy, how to be sexy. There is no guide on being sexy. It's how you feel. So I wear sexy lingerie. Why? Because it makes me feel good. It's not about who's going to see it. It's not about me doing it to impress somebody or having a date night. It's how I feel. If I want to wear a red bra with red knickers and the matching, and I'm not actually in a relationship, it's because I want to wear that for me. The way I talk to myself, I do it for me. So it's what makes you feel sexy, and the fact that then when you feel sexy, your partner sees you sexy. So once again, there's nothing sexier than someone who's comfortable within their own skin. And believe me, sexy doesn't have a size and it doesn't have a time limit. So we can all get our sexy on, and it doesn't always have to be for anybody. You can just feel sexy for you, to give yourself that little bit of an ego boost, to raise your own self-confidence and to raise your own self-esteem. Don't look through lingerie catalogues and think, oh yeah, when I get a partner, I'll wear something like that. Why do you have to do it for anybody? Do it for yourself. If you want to wear suspenders and fucking hold up stockings and bloody crotchless bodysuits. Get it for you. Do it for you. So there's no right way and wrong way to do sexy. It's just what makes you feel sexy. And I hope that that's explained it to you. I hope you understand that. So start doing things for you, whether it be where... Diane Walker says, oh, Nelly, I thought you were engaged. You don't follow me on Instagram, do you? Not Antonella Uncensored. You get all the scoop on there. Anyway, moving back on. So, do sexy for you. Okay, don't think about, oh God, I need to be sexy tonight, because you'll just fall flat on your face. It doesn't work like that. It's about being sexy for you, and then you'll lower that sexiness out, and that's what people find attractive about you, because you've got this sexiness about you. Some people are just naturally sexy. Some people have to work a little bit more at it, like me. I once had a gentleman round at the house. This will make you laugh, before I carry on with the actual fucking show. And I said to him, I'm going to go upstairs and get into something more comfortable, you know, as you do, as ladies do. And we all know what that means, don't we? We run into the bathroom, we fucking have a prosy wash at sink, and then we run in bedroom and we go, right, I'm ready. And as he came up the stairs, I didn't know whether to sit on the bed, lie on the bed, or stand at the wall. I just didn't know what to do to position myself. And I just thought, well, how do I look? Sat down, stood up, put my hand on wall. I had my hand on, like, and he knocked on the door and I went, right, come in. And as he come in, because I'd had my hand on wall, I slipped and fucking banged my head on wall. So don't think about it too much. Just get your sexy on for you, feel sexy, and it'll come across sexy. Okay, because when you think about it, you have moments like that, don't you? Anyway, there you go. If that young gentleman is watching now, yes, you, whilst you were waiting outside the bedroom door ready to knock, I didn't know whether to lounge around, sit down, stand up, lie down, stand against... You just don't know, do you? So don't try too hard. Dear Auntie Nelly, oh my God, it starts with OMG. My fella and I were doing Netflix and chill, okay? And I decided to start playing with his cock. Oh, and then I started to give him a blowjob. Oh, sounds a bit more like fire stick and fucking dick, this. This really got him in the mood, and he kept pushing down on my head. And I was using no hands. Pushing to, right, yeah, so he was controlling the situation, right, okay. I was using no hands and all of a sudden I vomited. Oh, fucking hell. I have never been so embarrassed in all my life. All I could say was, I'm really sorry. I was so disgusted with myself, and he just said, here is a towel. I left not long after because his mum came home from work. But I haven't heard from him since. What do I do? I really like him. Oh, fucking hellfire. It sounds like this is quite a young flower pot who's gone round to boyfriend's, bit of fire stick and dick, giving him a bit of a blowjob, and he's rammed her head down a bit too much. It's hit the gag reflex and she's fucking spewed all over his dick, thrown her a towel. Mum's come home and she's gone bye then and heard nothing since. Do not feed the trolls. Somebody will be reporting them and getting rid of them. So don't worry about it, sweetheart. You just watch the show. So you've not heard from him since, but you like him. I mean, really, he should have actually sent you a message half an hour, 40 minutes and said, are you all right, Flower? Have you got home safe? The fact that he hasn't sounds to me it is just a bit of a fire stick and dick, a bit of Netflix and chill. These things do happen. You might actually vomit on someone's cock. You might fart on someone's hand while they're fingering you. You might even do a fucking queef while they're banging you from behind. It's called being human. These things happen. Have I ever vomited on someone's cock? No, but I've done lots of other things which are highly embarrassing. And if it's a start of your sex life journey, there's going to be lots of things that are going to happen in the bedroom. And it's about finding a way of laughing them off. Because one thing that we must do is have fun. If it's not fun, then we can't have it. So you really like the lad, you're absolutely mortified. What I would do is reach out with that text, as long as he's not blocked you, and just say, listen, I feel really embarrassed about the other night. I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Did your mum notice that there were a bit of sick on towel. Make a bit of a joke on it. And if he doesn't reply to that, he's not the lad for you. He's not mature enough to have a relationship, let alone have a girl in his bed and actually get physical, because that's what it's all about. It's all about you learning, you're having new sexual experiences. Yeah, all right, you fucking vommed on his cock. What's it fucking matter? You know what I mean? You wiped it off with a towel. Mum's come home, you've gone home. He should have inquired about you, but he hasn't, okay? So reach out to him, give him that second chance and just say, look, are you okay? I'm really embarrassed about the other night. Did your mum say out about the towel? Just open up the conversation like that. And then if he doesn't reply, he doesn't respond, then do you know what? Fucking move on, flower, and learn from it, because he should have done. He should have, number one, reached out to you and said, are you okay? Have you got home all right? Are you feeling okay? Because it might not have actually been the fact that he were like ramming his cock in your mouth that made you sick. You might have actually been poorly. So he obviously doesn't think much about you, not to inquire about your well-being. That's how I'd look at it. So there you go. Yeah, but if it's the first time anything like that's ever happened, I can understand that you don't quite know what's happening. I mean, he might be busy. How many days has it been since he's contacted you? Do you know what I mean? If it's more than 3, then yeah, he might be ghosting you. But we can't get to there because we don't know. Moving on. Okie dokie, let's move on. Dear Auntie Nelly, I am having the best sex of my life. Oh, nobody likes a fucking show-off, flower. He wants me, though, to be able to finger myself. Oh, here we go, straight in, aren't we? And make myself squirt. But that's something that I have never been able to do before, and I don't know how to get there. I know that I have to curl my fingers like a hook. Like, what? Curl my fingers like a hook. And massage. And massage my G-spot. But it's not making me squirt. Am I just not a squirter? Or is there something I'm not doing right? How can I make myself squirt and make him happy? Right, well, number one, we don't do anything in the bedroom that is going to make them happy, okay? We only do it if we feel happy doing it. And then if the other person's happy that you're doing that, bingo. But never do anything in the bedroom just to make someone happy. As for doing hooks on your fingers, and I don't understand. Am I not a squirter? I don't know if you are a squirter or not. I don't know what the magic recipe is to make somebody squirt. When people squirt, they just squirt. I don't think they actually do anything special. I mean, I sometimes have watched porn and thought, she's had like a bottle of Volvic shoved up a fucking cunter to be able to do that. I mean, one of them were like a fucking tsunami. I thought, Jesus fucking Christ, if you were between her legs, you'd fucking drown. I mean, anyway, so squirting. Let's talk about squirting. Female ejaculation. Is it wee? That's the question I'm often asked. Is it wee? I don't know. I don't think so. However, it does come out of the same hole, which is the urethra. And I think wee is wee, and then a lady's cum is like watery or even just a bit creamy milky. But I don't think there's an actual special technique that makes a lady squirt. I don't. I think you're either a squirter or you're not. Now, let me tell you a little secret. I have been able to do a bit of squirting. I'm not a gusher. I'm not a tsunami, but I have done a bit of squirting. But it didn't happen until I got into my 40s. And I don't know whether it's about maybe being so sexually relaxed and you've tried everything and not much else to do, so you think, oh, I'll try a bit of a squirt. Or was it wee? I could have even just pissed, couldn't I? And not really known. Now, when this incident happened, can I just add, I was alone. Because if I hadn't have been alone, I'd have gone, fucking hellfire, did you see that? Watch, what's happening? Because it was quite a wonderful thing that was happening, that my body did. And still to this day, I often think, it might have been wee. It could have been wee. I mean, I have no sense of smell, so I didn't smell it and I didn't taste it just in case it were wee. Anyway, moving on. So no, unfortunately, sweetheart, you might be able to squirt, but if you don't, that's also okay. But if he sat there saying, next time we have sex, I want you to squirt, don't do anything that you can't do that's physically impossible, and don't do anything just to make anyone else happy, and don't get frustrated about it, because there'll be lots of women on here who've never squirted. And if you're that bothered that you really want to do it, why don't you just wee? Just do a wee and pretend you have. Like, ride him, like, get on top of him, right? Because he won't know any fucking different. Ride his cock and then just wee on it, and then he'll think that you've squirted. And just do that if you want. I know you shouldn't really be, like, leading people down garden path, but then again, no, actually, because then he might want you to do it all the time, and then you're going to have to start having sex with your full bladder, and that's not comfortable, is it? So don't listen to me. What do I fucking know? I squirted once in my life, and I don't even think I did. I think it was just wee. Dear Auntie Nelly, I know this is going to sound so weird. Oh, and like I'm complaining about a dog. Oh, we don't talk about animals, sweetheart. Where are we going with this? I do have a filter on my messages that take out anything that's like words that are not supposed to be there. But, okay, I'm complaining about a dog. But no, this is about my girlfriend and she's human. Well, that's a fucking start. She has a problem and it's awkward. I swear down, this is not a made-up problem. Okay, it was hot in the beginning, but now it just bothers me a lot. She has a humping problem. Here we go, love it. She didn't do it as much in front of me when we first met, but now she's gotten really comfortable, so she doesn't hold back. Oh, if there's any newbies here, by the way, this is Nighttime with Nelly, strong language throughout and talk of a sexual nature over 18. So my absolute apologies if you've joined and thought, oh, what's she reviewing tonight? That's a nice lipstick. What's it called? It's not that kind of show tonight, Flower. So if it's not for you, totally understand. Anyway, so... Okay, so she doesn't hold back now from humping. She's gotten comfortable. That's fine. Basically, he's put basically, she masturbates daily. She has a high sex drive. Nothing wrong with that. No, nothing wrong with that. But it's a bit awkward, he writes. I walk into our bedroom to go to bed. Oh, dear God. Some people say to me, how do you do your nighttime with Nelly with a straight face? I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this one with a straight face. So I walk into the bedroom to go to bed and she's there on the floor humping her pillow. In our living room, she likes to sit on the arm of the couch and hump it when she watches TV. During sex, she lets me fuck her. Well, that's quite nice of her. And I finish and then she will she will not thump, she will hump my thigh so she can finish. I feel like we can't have normal sex. Can you imagine walking in bedroom, going to bed and she's on fucking floor humping? Can you imagine? I mean, what do you do? What do you say? I mean, do you join in? Do you like give her a little stroke on her head like that? I mean, no, because she's not a dog, even though she's happily into humping. Anyway, moving. I mean, what kind of TV is she watching? But she's humping arm. She's on. I mean, what could be on? Has anyone watched Bridgerton? Has anyone watched Bridgerton on Netflix? Have you seen Duke? Fuck me, Pink. Jesus Christ almighty. Christ almighty. I was going through a few menopausal vaginal dryness symptoms till he come on television. Fucking hell, we did have a fucking tsunami to put flippers on. But you imagine walking in lounge and she's fucking humping thing. I mean, she won't be doing it watching EastEnders, would she? Fucking Ian Beale. I mean, what? I mean, I don't know what this child's on with. During sex, she lets me fuck her and then I finish and then she humps my thigh. I can't say humps my thigh without saying thumping. So she humps my thigh so she can finish. I feel like we can't have normal sex. I did take her to the kitchen table and I also asked her if she dumped that and she said yes. Oh, she's humped kitchen table and all. I mean, a lot of people do hump corners, don't they? It's quite a popular masturbation thing. After a chat, she said she's not up for experimenting. She's not even up for trying something different because she knows what works for her. Even though we have sex loads, I'm really not enjoying it anymore. What can I do? I mean, what are you not actually enjoying? You know, because you're having sex, you're having lots of sex, and she's allowing you to finish. It's just that she obviously likes grinding. She obviously likes a lot of clitoral stimulation. And she obviously doesn't feel that penetrative sex is what gets her off. But then, have you tried, actually, when she's humping a pillow or humping the sofa or humping the table or humping your head, whatever it is she's fucking humping, have you tried to, like, maybe encourage her away from objects and hump on you? I mean, there's lots of different ways that you can actually have intercourse. No, there's lots of different ways that you can actually have sexual pleasure without penetration. So, I mean, she could possibly use you and hump you, but like hump parts of your body so that she's leaving settee alone. I mean, I hope it's a leather sofa and it's fucking wiped clean, but then again, if she's squirting all over fucking bastard, it's going to start going funny in places, isn't it? You're going to have to get them plastic covers. I mean, in olden days, everybody put them plastic covers on the settees. It makes me wonder what they were all fucking at it on them. Just think your great grandma were a fucking squirter or something. Maybe she could have answered the question earlier. Anyway, moving on. So, yeah, I mean, okay, so it's about, she says, that's how I like it, and that's what I know works for me. So, have you tried next time you're having sex, rather than penetrating her, what about allowing her to, like, grind on your cock rather than your cock going in? Do you know what I mean? Because that's a bit humpy. She could, like, hump your cock and you could both get pleasure of that. You know, things like that. Maybe bring a few sex toys in the bedroom. You know, so the fact that she likes to masturbate every day, that's fine. Not a problem. Twice a day, 3 times a day, whatever. Whatever her routine is. But I do think that you're not enjoying this and you're finding it bizarre. Have you explained to her that you find it fucking bizarre, that you enjoy your sex, everything's lovely, but you find it bizarre walking into your bedroom at night and she's humping a fucking pillow? I mean, her masturbation, she's very comfortable and very open with you, but it's making you feel uncomfortable. So maybe it's a case of her knowing that that's her private time and doing it somewhere that it's private. So, do you know what I mean? I think there's really the fact that you've talked to her about it, but I think there's a lot here that you're not communicating because it might be a touchy subject. She might not be open about discussing it and thinking, I think this is great what I'm doing, what's your problem? You're coming, I'm coming, everyone's happy. But you're not happy, and the further this goes on, as funny as it is, you really do need to discuss it again and say, listen, when you said you don't want to experiment, what did you think? What did you think I meant when I said that? When you don't want to try new things, what did you think I meant? Because in her head, she might not understand what you mean. So tell her about sex toys. Tell her that you'd like to feel her masturbating against you, like humping against your cock, your thigh, your elbow, your face. You know, so have another conversation, definitely. Definitely discuss it again, because I think you've sort of like took lid off, but you've not got to root at problem. Yeah? Oh, I got worried when I saw that dog then. I thought, dear God in heaven, we never discuss anyone underage and we never ever talk about animals. But I think it's quite normal for people to masturbate against corners, edges, whatever gives the right sort of friction and pressure. Sounds like she's a very clitoral lady, doesn't it? Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. Dear Auntie Nelly, my wife and I have been married 21 years. Congratulations. What's the holy grail of that? I'm 47 and she's 49. When we met, she was one really good-looking woman and really put a lot of effort. I really need to put my fucking teeth in. Really put a lot of effort into her looks, inside and outside of the bedroom. Ooh. Now that is not the only thing that attracted me to her, because she is a beautiful person. Even as we got older, we still went on dates and did lots of fun stuff. We always had fantastic sex life, but for the past year, she's really changed her wardrobe. I think everyone's changed the fucking wardrobe in past fucking year, Flower. I can't tell you how many fucking pairs of pyjamas I've got and fucking lounge sets. Jesus, tonight, where's she been going? Where do you think she's going to be going? Ain't nobody going fucking nowhere. And no, I'm not still engaged, Amy Houghton. If you want to follow me on Instagram, Antonella Uncensored, please do. That's where you get the daily scoops of your Auntie Nelly's life. Okay, so she's changed it. She never seems to care anymore what she wears at bedtime or even when we have sex. She used to get ready for bed and she always took my breath away. In fact, I have tried doing things such as setting a date and a place, making sure that she would dress a little nicer, but she says she doesn't feel like doing it. When I asked why she no longer dresses in bed, she just said she can't be bothered. She's changed so much to what she was like when we married. I just want my sexy wife back. Please help. You've been married 21 years. I'm guessing you might have been together a couple of years before you got married, so maybe 23, 24 years. Okay. I mean, what are you like 24 years on? Are you still fucking top stud? Are you Tom Hardy or the Duke out of Bridgerton? Do you know what I mean? Are you like Jean Paul? Are you like fucking that Lucian who's like new kid on block? You know, what are you like 24 years on? What are you doing to make her feel that she has to make the effort? Yeah, if there's anybody requesting you or telling you you've won a gift or a giveaway or a competition, it is not me. It is a fake account. People are scamming people all day long. As a public figure on Facebook, I cannot send you a friend request. And I will never, ever tell you you've won a prize, there's a giveaway, competition, anything like that ever. It will never happen. If I was to do a giveaway, you'd won a prize, I would be telling you right here, right now. So please do not accept any fucker like that. They're scamming little wank splat bastard cunts. Okay? Moving on. So what have you done to your wife to make her feel that, yeah, I want to get dressed up tonight? Because it's all about encouragement in the right way. So like, good morning, my love, you're looking lovely today. What else could we say? Sort of like, oh, I can't wait to see you tonight. Can't wait to get you, get you on your own tonight. It's all about the teasing, the talking. What are you doing for her? Are you lovingly giving her kisses, holding her hand, showing a bit of intimacy, a bit of emotion, Is she going through the menopause? Because believe me, menopause means men stop. What is the bigger picture? Is she struggling? In the past year, a lot of us have struggled because of lockdown, our tier systems, people have lost their jobs, we've no motivation, we don't know what the fuck's coming on next. What am I called on Insta? I'm called Antonella Uncensored. Yeah, so there's a lot of fake accounts on there, so I am only Antonella Uncensored, okay? Anybody else, just report and block and ban and whatever you want to fucking do. So yeah, it's about that, letting her know that you still value her, you still find her attractive, and maybe the fact that she don't want to get dressed up, does it really matter? You've been with this woman for 24 years, you've seen her in all kinds of outfits, do you know what I mean? I don't think your love life is lacking because she's not wearing fucking a baby doll fucking dress in bedroom. I think your love life might be lacking in that because there's a bigger picture going on here, and if you love your wife so much, then yeah, speak to your wife and say, look, I'm not right arsed about you not doing your hair or wearing your pyjamas for days on end. I'm not bothered about that. You're my wife and I love you. But what I'm bothered about is, are you okay? Are you okay? Because this isn't like you. You'd normally do A, B, C and D and you've not been doing that. So I'm worried. And I think giving her that actual care and showing her that you love her for her, not because she gets her hair dyed or she puts fucking mascara on or she puts suspenders on. Not about that. It's not about that. It's about telling her that you love her. And once you get to the root of why she's not feeling so sexy or so clever or she's not motivation, once you get to the root of that, then just maybe, other things will start falling into place and you may then go on to the next level of her feeling a bit better about herself. So it sounds to me like she's in a place where she's probably got no self-confidence, no self-esteem. She's going through a bit of a shitty time. And the last thing she needs is her husband saying, you used to put fucking sexy lingerie on in bedroom and now you've got your flannelette pyjamas on. What the fuck's going on, Janet? It's not about that, is it? So, do you know what I mean? So, if you've been with your wife all these years, you love your wife, I think get to the root of the problem. Absolutely. There's something going on, and I don't know what it is, and neither do you, because you're just looking at your wife and thinking, she's not fucking put any makeup on again. Jesus Christ. So it's not about you, this. It's about you taking yourself out of what you need and looking at your wife's wants and what's going on and trying to help her solve them. Okay? All right. Moving on. And I can see that lots of people are here saying, Auntie Nelly, you're not engaged anymore. Honest to God, I'm like a broken record. I really am. Go on my Instagram. Follow me on my Instagram every day. You get told what I'm doing in my life. It might not be the most exciting thing, but I'm probably one of the most real person on there. It is a daily life. It's a scoop in my daily life, what I'm having for my breakfast, what I'm doing that day, what I'm not doing that day. And when my relationship broke down, it were all over Instagram. Why not? You know, and I'm also one of the very few Z-list celebrities that's not fucked off to Dubai. No, because I'm in tier 4 and I'm actually sticking by the rules because I actually want an end to this fucking nightmare. Okay. Yeah, so no, I'm not distressed the fact that you keep asking me if I'm engaged or not. I'm not. It's just that you know, I feel like I'm like a broken record. No, I called my wedding off in June. And I was supposed to get married in October. It's now December. So, no, I'm no longer getting married. I'm no longer engaged. Have I got the engagement ring? Yes. Is it with all the rest? Yes. Does Vera Wang want to buy my collection? I don't know. But if you're watching, Flower, DM me and we'll go through a few of the rings and talk a few prices. Dear Auntie Nelly, my girlfriend and I have been together for just over 10 months. And it's going really well. And we have great sex, but she has recently asked me to make love to her. So what have I done? I have panicked because I have never been asked to do this and I don't know actually how to make love to somebody. So stupidly, I have stopped having sex with her. So now she thinks there's something wrong. What can I do? How do I actually make love to a woman? I love her and don't want to lose her. Bloody hell. Okay, so Anonymous Flower Pot sounds to me like maybe someone in his early 20s or, you know, and this woman said, I want you to make love to me. And he thought, fuck a duck. I know how to smash your fucking back doors in. I can fucking smash you all over house. I can make you come. What do you mean make love to you? I do love you, but what's the difference? Massive difference. Fucking huge. They couldn't be any more farther apart. Okay, so when we're having sex, and it's physical, innit? So we're having sex and it's lots of fun and we're getting our physical needs made and, you know, sex is wonderful, it's brilliant and I think everybody should have it should they want to. Now, making love, okay, making love is emotional. So are you being emotional? And what do I mean by that? So when we're ready to make love, which is completely different to having sex, you know, I mean, having sex, lots of different positions, lots of dirty talk, you know, sex is completely different to making love. What do I mean by that? What do I mean is, so when you're ready to make love to somebody, it's about setting the mood. So not just like we're lighting a few candles or lying in front of a fire and putting a nice rug down or making sure that you've got fresh bedding on and the bedroom's all rose petals. It's not about that. Setting the mood can mean, you know, the text messages during the day or that little phone call that you look beautiful today. Or, you know, I'm so happy when I'm with you. You know, so it's about opening up emotionally to the other person, which is really quite vulnerable. It puts you in a vulnerable state. So it is a little bit panicking if you've never done it before. So it's about making your partner feel like they're on a pedestal. It's about you telling your partner how much you desire them rather than how much you want to fuck them. Two different things completely. So it's about setting the mood that way. And it's also about setting the mood at home, deciding where you're going to make love. Is it going to be in the bedroom? Is it going to be in front of the fire? You know, so you've set the mood there. We're going to do it here. And then it's about approaching that person with lots of intimacy, as in like lots of caressing, lots of kissing, lots of touching. Maybe you can even undress your partner, maybe keep on certain items, but undress your partner and talking to your partner and telling them how beautiful they are and how, you know, how they make you want them. So not using words like you make me hot, you know, you're making me cock really hard. It's about I want you so much. So use your vocab a little bit differently. And when you're talking to your partner, when you're kissing your partner, when you stood with your partner, when you laid with your partner, it's about eye contact. So I wouldn't really recommend making love by doing doggy style, because it's sort of very animalistic and it takes out the emotion. So I would definitely say making love would be in a position that would assist you to make eye contact, and be careful of the words that you pick. So even though we can still be very sexy and we can still use words that, you know, tell our partner how much we want them, it's about not using words like cock and pussy. It's not about using them words, but like, I really want to put my cock in your pussy, which in sex, so sexy, quite a turn on. But in making love, it's like, I can't wait to be inside you. I want to be inside you. And it's about lavishing absolute ecstasy on your partner. So lots of oral play, lots of kissing, lots of touching, lots of caressing, lots of foreplay, lots of eye contact. And that's making love. And it does come naturally when you love that person. And we can't always make love because no one's got fucking time for that. There's nothing nicer than a fucking Kit Kat or a 5-minute quickie while you're disturbed doing washing up. But making love, she's asked you to make love to her. I think she wants you to show her that she means something to you. And it doesn't have to be something that panics you. And if you've never done it before, I think taking those few steps will sort of make you fall into your own natural way of making love to your partner. And that's that really. That's the only advice I could give you about making love, and not rushing it as well. Not rushing it. Putting some nice music on. I mean, I like Sade, Lovers Rock, but you might like something a bit more up to date. I have sex music and I have making love music, because they're two very different sounds, aren't they? And they are, I mean, if I'm having sex with somebody and I'm not right sure if I'm going to see him again, but it's just sex, then I'll play an album that I don't really bother about listening to, because I don't want them to spoil me right good music, because I don't want to think about them next time I actually have sex, next time I actually listen to the album. Do you know what I mean? So it's about choosing your music as well, and your ambience and all that. So I think really that's the best way to make love, because I think that's how I'd like to be made love to, and I'm a lady on Tuesdays. So, you know, I think if you follow that advice, don't think you can go far wrong. So be honest with her and just say, look, there's absolutely nothing wrong. You asked me a question and you asked me to make love to you, and I panicked, and that's why, because I thought, shit, I don't know what to do, so, but I'm going to stop all that now. There's absolutely nothing wrong. And I am going to make love to you. Just don't tell her when, and then just surprise. I mean, obviously, don't surprise her like down the back alley. Make sure it's consensual and she knows it's going to happen. But, yeah. Yeah? Okie dokie. Dear Auntie Nelly, my boyfriend prefers having morning sex, but his breath is so bad in the mornings that it really turns me off. Okay. So, that's all that says. So, have you thought about maybe saying, I don't mind that flower, but do you mind just going to the bathroom and brushing your teeth? Or, oh, why don't we go and brush our teeth together? Or even having a glass of water outside at bed, because if he sleeps with his gob open, there's not much saliva in there, so he's got dry gob. Is it that? Is it a case of it's just bad breath in the morning breath? Maybe he could fuck you from behind, you know, like that spooning position, one of my favourites. And then you can't actually fucking smell his breath. He doesn't have to kiss you. Just let him fuck you from behind in a spooning position or a doggy style. Get it out the way and then jump out of bed and get in the shower. Don't really know what to say to you. That's all you say. It's not much of a thing. But yeah, either, you know, in the morning say like, oh, do you fancy going brushing our teeth before this? Or will you go and brush your teeth before this? I don't mind having sex with you, but will you brush your fucking teeth? Or passing him a glass of water so he can just like swill it round his gob. Or throw in some, you know, Trebor extra strong mints at his head and just say, not a fucking problem. I'll suck on that if you suck on this. So there's your problem. There's lots of things you could do there, isn't there? Moving on. Yeah. I right like that, you know, that spooning position where they like surprise you, like wake you up in the morning in that surprise. I like that one, me. I think it's right nice. Enjoyable. Dear Auntie Nelly, my boyfriend is extremely well endowed. All right, okay. We have measured it and it's 10 inches and quite thick. As you can imagine, that is a lot of loving for a little old me to handle. Oh dear. Every time we have sex, it ends up with me being really sore. We've tried lube, warming me up with fingers. The same thing always happens, it hurts. We do have a fantastic time during sex. It's just that I'm so sore afterwards. We've been dating over a year and a half. So you think it would have got better, but it hasn't. He also can't get off from blowjobs. He enjoys them, but he doesn't orgasm. Right, no, I'm not doing 2 problems. I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm doing 1. So you're having sex with your boyfriend. He's got a 10-inch cock and it's quite thick. And after sex, it hurts. So you've tried lube. You've tried warming it up with fingers and it still hurts. Please go and see a doctor. And I will say this only because there could be a lot of things going on in your vagina, in your pelvic region, in your tummy that is causing the pain. So you've got to rule out any medical condition because believe me, flower pot, if we can birth 9-pound babies, 10-pound babies, a 10-inch cock ain't gonna cause that much of a problem eventually. It might hurt at first, you know what I mean? But we should be okay. So I want you to go and see a general practitioner, I don't know where you're writing me from, but a doctor, and go and speak to your doctor and say, listen, I've been having sex with my boyfriend for over a year now, and it's sore after and I don't know why. And he'll just do a little check and just see that everything's all right. If everything is okay after and it's just a case of it's still sore, then he needs to stop smashing you. He needs to fucking slow the fuck down a bit. Maybe he's absolutely fucking smashing you into next door. And it's about knowing how to actually make love when you're well endowed. And I think sometimes it might be a case of maybe you climb on and you actually be the person that is in control of the actual act of lovemaking, because he might be thrusting a bit too hard. You might not actually be that wet. You might think you're wet, but you might not actually be that wet. So it's about knowing your own body. But I certainly want you immediately to go and see a general practitioner and speak to them and say, listen, it's sore. Because it shouldn't be sore. It shouldn't. I mean, it depends how long you've been doing it for. I mean, it weren't that long ago that I had sex, and it went on for a long time. I weren't even allowed to have a break. I actually thought I'll pretend that I smoke so I can have a fag break, but he wouldn't let me have a break. And I walked like fucking John Wayne day after. Fuck me, every time I sat down my eyes would go like that, and I had to have an Epsom salt bath. But yeah, I mean, I didn't say no, because you never know when your next fuck's gonna be, so you might as well just fucking do it. Especially at my age and my position. But yeah, I mean, I think it depends on the actual time. How long are you doing it for? Are you wet enough? Are you ready enough? And exactly what is he actually thrusting? Okay, so yeah, there you go. Because it can, ladies, the day after, can't it? You can be a bit like, oh, yeah, it's a bit, oh. And especially if you've not done it for a while. But yeah, it was, oh, memory. What a memory that was. Dear Auntie Nelly, so I have been shaving my pubic area since I was 14. I'm now 37. The problem is my new boyfriend has asked me if I would think about letting my pubic hair grow. So it's been about 3 weeks and it's just not growing. It's like a bit of a private joke because he keeps saying, can I feel how long it is? But it's not long at all. And last week he said, have you shaved it again? In regards to pubic hair, he says he loves it and he finds it very sexually attractive. He says he finds me sexually attractive. However, I'm not feeling very comfortable in myself because every time I get naked, he inspects my pubic hair. Oh, dear God. This is giving me great anxiety. Any suggestions on how I can hurry up the hair growing process? What should I do? Thank you in advance. Oh dear, dear, dear. Whether you have pubic hair or you shave it clean or whatever, it's part of you. So if he wants to be with you and he thinks you're beautiful and he wants to have a sexual relationship with you, it shouldn't fucking matter. Shouldn't matter whether you've got a fucking Hollywood, a Brazilian, a fucking landing strip, a little tuft, or no pubic hair at all. Here I am. Here I am. I've never ever had any pubic hair. It just did not grow. So if he wanted me to grow my pubic hair, well, he's not a fucking chance. Not a fucking chance, flower. So what if your pubic hair never grows back? Is there a special remedy out there that you could actually do? Yeah, you could get a merkin, which is a pubic wig. I know about them because my mum inquired about them because she thought if I had no pubic hair, I wouldn't be able to have children. It's like we were born in 1912 or something, isn't it? But yeah, no, have a chat with him and say, listen, I don't know if my pubic hair is ever going to fucking grow back. I've not shaved it, but I've been shaving it since I was 14. And maybe it's not going to come back again. It does start falling out and getting less and less with age, apparently. And think yourself lucky that if it don't come back, at least it's not going to go grey, is it? That's what I always think. But I'm never going to have a grey pube, am I? I am the winner. So, and if he really wants somebody with fucking pubic hair and that's the actual deal, that's like make or break, then he needs to go and find some fucker else. But you can't be feeling insecure every time you pull your fucking knickers down that he's going to go, right, pubic hair inspection, because that's not fucking sexy, is it? No, so have the chat now, sooner rather than later, because it might not grow back, but there is nothing on God's green earth that's going to make it grow any more than what it already is. And once again, I will say, we don't do anything to ourselves that we don't feel comfortable with. So if you want to grow your pubic hair for your partner because you feel that's what you want to do, that's fine. But if it doesn't grow, is he okay with it? And that's what you need to be asking. But the fact that he's actually, it's like a bit of a joke, but he's inspecting you, that's a bit fucking weird. Okay? I think that's weird. Anybody else think that's weird? Please feel free to comment. And that's the last Nighttime with Nelly of 2020. Off you fuck. Bye fucking Felicia. You've been an absolute fucking disgrace and you should be ashamed of yourself. The last year of the decade and what have you fucking done? You've absolutely royally fucked it all up. Haven't they? Haven't you? Haven't you 2020? Yeah, you have. 2020, I crown you Wank Splat of the Year, as you would have seen in my Christmas message. So that's been the last Nighttime with Nelly of 2020. And as I've said, thank you, each and every one of you for all your love and support this year. It's not been easy for anybody. But I promise you, I'm coming back with my Nighttime with Nelly's. I'm coming back with my Sunday services. And I'm coming back with my reviews. We all got a bit lost, didn't we, in 2020? Yeah, we all just got a bit fucking lost and a bit like I didn't really know what I was doing and what I was supposed to be doing and I didn't know where I was supposed to be going, but I think I've got my head round a little bit and we're going to be absolutely fine, aren't we, together, because we're all in it together. Yeah, so Happy New Year if you live in the UK, and I'll see you all very soon, either with a live or a new review. So please keep writing into the page with Nighttime with Nelly or your Sunday services or your review requests. And if I don't see you before, once again, thank you so, so much for all your support in 2020. And I might pop you a little message on New Year's Day. Let's see how we feel. But for now, good night and God bless. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Mwah.